Ladies and gentlemen, I am Yusril, and welcome once again to the Tribble Timewarp. It is the 8th of May, and along with a major new patch, Qutluch have wiped Tribble of all the existing characters, so unfortunately, Revan is no more. However, they did allow character transfers, and while it mostly went smoothly, Korak has been moved across, a few things did go missing in our first display bug of the new patch. And if you haven't noticed it by now, I'm not going to point it out to you, and there is either something very wrong or very right with you. I'm not sure which. Your focus is commendable either way. Anyhow, it is a purely graphical glitch, because if I switch over to Klingon, or at least create a new character, liberated... Alright, and then tab back, you can see that my science officer has recovered her jacket. Also, we are zoomed in for some reason, which makes me wonder. The weapons have disappeared. Let's see what happens if we try that again. Give me character creation. On. And back. See what else goes missing. Nope, looks like we are up to speed. Now, what to do. I can kick off a new Klingon and see how the intro flows from that one, or we can go straight on into the Nimbus plotline, which has supposedly been unlocked. Yes, to Nimbus, I think, and, well, hey, we actually have partial transporter effects for the whole lot, and we have Klingon loading screens. Yay! Alright, welcome back. Error requesting fleet uniform. Fleet does not exist. Well, of course it doesn't. That also got wiped. Get lost. What the... I'm hoping that's just a side effect. Yes, I know I've unlocked a new trait. Well, let's have a quick look at those, actually, since we're here. Traits. Done. Alright, so we have Peak Health and Warp Theorist. Well, I'm not going to dump either of those. Add more defense and accuracy, because those are always handy to have. Grace under fire, taking damage can reset the charge medical worker. Resets at Captain 30. Ugh. Has this? Well, the skill points are allocated, so why has it not picked up that? Not to worry. Of course, I'm going to go with Klingon. What else did you expect me to go for? Device fabrication with resistance and regeneration. Shield harmonics. How many of these have I got to pick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, what can we have? Well, let's go with Techie, Elusive. Accuracy. How's that? 3 left. And now Grace and Fire has mysteriously activated, so we'll go with that as well. And on the ground side, Harmonic Resonance, I think, along with bonus melee damage. Why not? Okay, that will do. Commit. Klingon, by the way, is an upgrade to Soldiers, and that was why you didn't have it before. More damage, always good. Damage resistance, also always good. And extra threat generation. Basically, they're gearing you up as a tank race, which is as it should be. If you aren't prepared to grab a bat'leth and get swinging, then why did you pick Klingon in the first place? Right, to business. Okay. Let's get out of the wind. Episodes, Warzone, or Wasteland. Okay, so we're going to have to actually... Oh, that's very interesting. We appear to be stuck to a certain extent. Skip that. Replay. Fecklary return. Replay. Vigilance. A house pursued. House on fire. Alpha. Temporal Ambassador. Wasteland! Right. To business. Come on. Start talking. We have a situation in the Nimbus system. Republic intelligence. Yes, those of you who've watched my Time Warp will be aware that we actually picked up this intelligence last time. A certain amount of cooperation was necessary with the local bureaucracy. Fortunately, I think I've got quantum torpedoes on this guy, so let us head off to the Nimbus system and hope this actually works. It will cost 0 to transwarp to the Taldera block. Well, if they're doing free transit, I'm not complaining. Let's go. Yeah, so nice to have the proper loading screens back.
Far from the remains of Romulus and the strife of the Romulan colony worlds, a group of my people have set out to create a new homeworld and a new way of life. These new Romulans are reaching deep into the past of our people to build a foundation for their endeavors. In doing so, they may attract the attention of ancient beings, demons of air and darkness that they are ill-prepared to confront.
Well, that was slightly unexpected. And it does finally explain where that voice sample was going to be used. I feel slightly vindicated. Alright, and stick. Divertage. Actually, that's not a yeah. What did I give? Whoa. Okay, well, it's not an ideal build, but it will do for the moment. Alright. Let us roll. So, Nimbus, of course, the Planet of Galactic Peace, New Age Mystical Corporation. It was instead an inhospitable rock. Yes. Okay. The cleanup operation. Heh. Right, so basically it turned back into an inhospitable rock. Right, to Nimbus. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering, the fact that my wings are permanently in the attack position on the Qutluch is not actually a bug. The Qutluch is one of the oldest hectares in the fleet, and it just doesn't have the swing wings that were later installed. However, looks like there is an interesting little mock-up of a... That looks like someone's kit-bashed half a dozen different stations, which I suppose is the intended effect. Anyhow, let's beam to Nimbus 3 and see if we can find this contact. Let's go. Let's take second tactical along, I think. Colour coding on these drop downs would be really nice to have. Yeah, that will do, I think. This is doubtless going to end badly, and I can't remember where I left that away team. Welcome to the back end of nowhere. They fixed the damage from the last firefight, I see. Ha! Yeah, right, okay, this place has gone even further downhill, hasn't it? Still, better to reign in Garethor than serve in Stavokor. Right, where's our contact? Well, that was suspiciously easy. Hello, you miserable little Terran. It says, broker of useful information, the missing travellers, or maybe the weapons trade. Alright. Okay. Of course. So let's see how much trouble you get to, and I think he needs a background. Alright. Okay, so for those who are wondering about this one, remember that Wasteland is occurring before cutting the cord, so Hakiva's still alive at this point in the continuity. And I didn't mean to close that. Alright, so tell me about the Thalon trigger. It's kind of a big deal. Lots of people talking, nobody actually knows anything. Yes, and there's the risk of them just blowing up and turning everyone into dust. Okay, a reformed Borg is the local bartender? Okay, this place is getting interesting. Okay. Right, well, let's go talk to 2 of 8. Yeah, somehow I think this is the bar. Wonderful. And of course... Right, so what do we got? The dance coordinator. Okay. Non-Nook. I hope he's not too sore about that photon torpedo. And 2 of 8. Hi there. Oh. Huh. Right. Outside town, that's where they must retread. Keep trouble outside the wards. Other people have been looking for them, of course. Maybe Romulan. Alright, so we have some missing officers. We also have a GPL conversion unit. Oh, right, Hollow Lita. Looks like Quark Enterprises are going mass market. And, well, as wretched hives of scum and villainy go, this isn't too shabby. What are you looking for? On the desert... Oh, right, repeatable quests. Okay, so that's a dilithium one. Okay. Creatures of the desert. They're making a deal with Orions from the Alpha Quadrant. Stop the Orions deal with others. I'm guessing this is a random thing, but that's kind of ironic. Orions dealing with Orions from the Alpha Quadrant as opposed to Orions dealing with, well, anyone else. Now, what's this? If you could activate one of those consoles... Okay, so that's a reward. Well, we can try that. And... Orion Contraband. They frequently dead drops. Okay. We'll have a minute and 30 seconds to collect all the highlighted objects. Use your minimap. So that's a rapid scavenger hunt. And I wonder what this guy's about. Dance coordinator. Tell me about the dances in the dance. That... I am not sure whether that is genius or something else entirely. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that can wait until I am very, very drunk. Okay, so where are we going to start? So we have Creatures of the Desert, just a bit of hunting. And Contraband, and then the Lost City of Paradise. Looks like... Well, let's get back on the job. The rest can wait. So, off we go. There you are! And you remember your jacket, I see. Good. More to the point. What are you doing here? Well, looks like we got some bait, boys. Let's go hunt some scorpions. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. What is... What the blazes? If that's meant to be the aiming reticle, something is very, very broken. Right. Okay, well... Sick 'em up. Choppy, choppy, choppy. A giant scorpion. Oh, lovely. Scan the remains. Defeat the giant scorpion. I'm going to regret every single second of coming out here, aren't I? Are you dead? Yes, good. Right, defeat the giant scorpion. Right, there it is. And it's more or less on our way, so... Still need to find these Thalaron weapon needs. Choppy, choppy, choppy. I'm not sure what we just killed, but something updated. How are we doing? In progress. The Lost City of Paradise. Investigate weapon remains, fend off nearby scorpions. Okay, so we just need to keep investigating. And killing bugs, which is fine by me. Be nice if we had some feedback and clues going on here each time we scan one of these. So, for example, this looks like a Federation campsite that had a little bit of an encounter with a giant desert scorpion. Speaking of which, where are you? You and arthropods, well, they're a little out of town. Yes, the barkeep probably did know. However, he underestimated me rather badly. Hi guys, right, we have a giant scorpion to kill. I'm gonna regret every single second of this. That's all it did. Get it. Quick. Okay, so that's actually a nice little mini mission. Kind of handy. Now, I believe we have got some bait to break free. Hello, you worthless little petachai. Alright, let's get you back to sickbay. Of course the Nimbosians have got no honour. If they had honour, they wouldn't be stuck in here in the first place, would they? How are we doing? Let's just get rid of that. Beam sickbay. Oh, so now we have to recover weapon remains and... well, more weapon remains now since we've got the missing officers. Well, let's keep moving. That's 4 of 5. Right, I think we're just about done here. There's the last bit of information that we needed. There we go. Right, confront 2 of 8. Right. Yes, we're going to try and intimidate an ex-Borg drone for information. I mean, it's not even like we can threaten him by trying to lock bits off. I mean, what are we going to do to him that they haven't already done to him on a cube? Ugh. May need to think about the interrogation technique on this one. Or we could just strap him into a mind sifter and see what happens. Anyhow, back to Paradise City, where the grass ain't green and the girls ain't pretty. Well, although I suppose the girls are green, so, well, 1 out of 2? Maybe. Anyhow, onwards. And of course, they've all abandoned me. Yeah. Still, I have the Bat'leth, and that's all I really need. I also have an orbital bombardment, so this place could be redecorated. some extra ventilation, maybe some natural light in this place. Now for you, you worthless little... I don't know. Well, besides, the Taciturn export bit almost always works. Hey. Right, where are they? Law. Okay, fair enough. Off we go then. Interesting little tidbit, by the way. Primary objective seems to be marked in yellow. So if I switch to the active tracking... If I can remember how to switch the active quest track. Let's see, on the desert front, make primary. Yep, there we go. You can see that both the yellow arrow has moved and the quest marker has updated. So that's a nice touch. Stops you getting completely lost. Right. Speaking of lost, where's this city? Right here, of course. Right, so where's Law? Somehow I suspect the name is ironic. It's you, isn't it? Okay, contact Law. Ambush in 3, 2, right. Enough around here, just ignore me. Right. Huh. Yes, mostly because the Syndicate Renegades will be in pieces. Right, then getting up from the Tal Shiar, using Norscan and Gorn as their thugs. Oh, that explains why we were running into Gorn back in the tutorial missions. Right, and then the sandworms moved in. Oh, great. How big are these sandworms? More to the point, are they edible? Okay. Looks like we're back off into the desert. Oh, gods. Back and forwards, back and forwards, back and forwards. Well, it makes sense if you're running the dailies at the same time, but I can't help but think that... I wonder what happens if we try and sequence break a little. I appear to have broken the AI. Now let's go and unconfuse the little lost lambs. So, beam away, and then beam back. There we go. Transporter effects would be good there. Or just up the fence here so you can't jump over it and do that to the AI. What just completed? I'm assuming that was the zone transfer, but... Right, old consoles or dead sandworms. Terrific. Where's he? Oh, it's over there. Was that a Tribble? Did one of you... Has one of you worthless little scumbags brought a Tribble along? Yeah, I should actually pay some attention to their gear just in case. So, Talash. Yes! Mutter curse. There we go. Got rid of that. Kobor. Frequency mod. Relic of the good old days. Which reminds me, what's Talash got? Standard. Huntovel. Another Tribble. Ugh. Clearly I need to purge the ship with fire. And... what else? Lasker. No Tribble. Fortunately for her, at least someone's got some sense and the away team's decently equipped. So, let's go find some sandworms. I've been wondering where the Romulan got those from in Colosseum. Either he deliberately imported, or, well, someone's planetary quarantine needs a bit of work. Anyhow, choppy. A Dominion lockbox. Probably best not to ask. Now, I note that we are picking up a percentage as we go, so we're not actually looking for a random drop here, which is interesting. It's a nice way of solving the old 20 bare backsides quest problem. At the same time, it feels a little bit artificial. However, target that. Let's just speed things up a bit. Oh, nuts. Well, my aim sucks, doesn't it? Yes, and let's face it, an excuse to butcher the local... What happened here? An excuse to butcher the local wildlife is never exactly a bad thing, is it? Choppy, choppy. And of course, zappy, zappy. What is... Oh, yay, big thing to kill. Well, that was a sizable bonus, wasn't it? And some Orions. Nice touch. Pirate Captain's using a Ferengi energy whip. That's a Lobby store item, so clearly she's been playing lockboxes. Right. Defeat the Ella Coin. Oh, that sounds like so much. Whoa. Big worm. Big worm. Short and sweet. How are we doing? 72%. Yay! Okay, that's quite an interesting little knockback. Right, 75%. Well, at least the respawn is fast enough to keep things going. Dum diddly dum. And this time I'm not going to Well, I hit a good chunk of it. Right. That's a point. I think we actually got quest credit for that. There we go. Yes, we accidentally wiped out the Orion meeting. Barely noticed. Now, I'm not sure how fast his quest timer is. I'm guessing it's a daily, but usually you get a cooldown timer on those. Dum dee dum dee dum 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 dum. Are you all dead yet? There we go. We should go back to the bar and decrypt. We've got a perfectly good bird of prey. Why on earth are we using the bar's computer for this? Fortunately, they gave us a shortcut back. Nice touch. Apparently I'm talking to thin air, but it might make more sense to use the wrist-mounted communicator icon that we've always had for beaming up. And you don't actually have us beam out, but I'm nitpicking there. First impressions of Nimbus are pretty good, honestly. It's obviously intended as a adventure zone, which makes it quite interesting, even if everything is at -5, given that I'm at the level cap. Although I do note that it's downscaled me to Commander 26, which is interesting. Cryptic are presumably taking steps to ensure that every single person is in a zone where they've got some company. Alright, if you can set the first 2 digits to add up to the 3rd digit, and the second and third to add up to the first. So, second and third have to be 15. First number has to be 10. Elementary mathematics, really. The blind man sees all. Alright. The blind man sees all, the blind man sees all. Well, unless Geordie LaForge is mixed up in this somehow, I think this is going to be needlessly cryptic. Maybe a disruptor pulse wave up this guy's backside will convince him to help. Alright, so, talk to Horace Jones. Yes! Said they were here on a previous mission, but now they're... And you get a free duty officer. Okay. Well. Blind men tell all tales. Gain the trust of Nimbus III. Well, that can wait, because let's face it, they're not exactly trustworthy themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Yuzril. That has been the Tribble Timewarp for the 8th of May. And this is Nimbus III. Can anyone lend me a 50 megaton nuclear device? I suddenly have a use for it. Until next time, farewell.